Hey there! Surprise! Yeah, look at it. So, first of all, new game, guys. Battle Brothers. I'm a little bit excited because I have actually no clue how that turns out. The music for me is a little bit loud. It should be fine for you. I've checked 3 times now. Um, first of all, I will not go get myself into what is it called? Dawn of War 3. It's just 60 bucks. It doesn't look that convincing to me, and since I have super no money, I will not do it. But instead, I have decided to get my hands on Battle Brothers, which is actually half the price, but maybe very much more and longer enjoyment. I have a recommendation from ElichTV. Check out his Twitch channel. Link is in the description down below. And I have watched a video from DasTactic. If you like me, because I have a kind of a calm voice, yeah, check him out. I will link him down below as well. He can explain stuff very good. About his abilities in tactics and strategic, I will just close my mouth. So, yeah, guys, Battle Brothers. This is I've not played anything of it. I saw a couple of videos from DasTactic, but yeah. So I kinda think I have the grip of the game. And the Elich recommendation. That will be enough for me for now. And yeah, it's basically we are a pack of mercenaries, and yeah, trying to survive, building up, getting better stuff, better weapons, better aimer, better everything. Maybe just have enough food as well. We have in contracts, we fulfill contracts if we can. We are born in them if we can't. Yeah. So, in the end, that is it. It's marked as indie game, RPG strategy indie game. It's turn-based. It's made, developed, and published by Overhype. And that alone, you know, if game developer takes over his own publishing stuff, that alone is worth to give these guys some money. And it seems like it's a quite nice game. So as I said, I have no clue how it actually feels to play. And so I guess we're just gonna go in here. Our company name is of course the Turumii. And I'm saying it right now because I actually wanted to do this very often. Late game crisis. Okay, difficulty we're gonna start with beginner because there is only 3, and I have seen the DasTactic guy failing on veteran, and even though he might not be a mastermind, I'm not sure if I could have done it better. So, and I play it for the first time. Let's just see, you know, we might gonna do, if it's good, we're gonna play it through beginner, then we play it through veteran, and maybe even expert. I have no clue, to be honest. What do we get? More starting founds, lower prices, less challenging contracts and opponents. That sounds actually no well. Able to carry more resources at once. Balanced play experiences can be quite challenging. Recommended for veterans of the game or the genre. I would just pretend I haven't read the last 3 words. And since I'm not a veteran of the game, I would just leave it at beginner. Iron Man is for the stupid, just, you know, but why, actually? So, we are the Turumii, of course. And what is it? Late game crisis. So seemingly there's a crisis in the late game. And what is permanent destruction? Cities, towns, castles can be permanently destroyed during a late game crisis, and having a world go down in flames is one of the many ways you can lose your campaign. Recommended. Okay, let's make it. Map seed? I have no clue. A map seed is a unique number in hexadecimal notation that determines how the world in your campaign will look like. You can seed of ongoing campaigns in the game menu, accessible by pressing the escape key, and they're shared with friends to have them play the same world. Okay, that's a nice feature. Yeah, we're gonna go for random. Could be a war, could be a green skin invasion, or undead scourge. Yeah, well, we will leave that at random. And let's see if we get a nice banner. That looks kind of cool. Okay. Wow. Well, my favorite one is the ornamentic one so far. Also not bad. Dude, why did you... Oh well. Don't know, don't care. Not a cross, that's for sure. Yeah, no, okay, here we go. Da-da-dun-dun-dun. Okay, yeah. So when I say this early on, this is the first part. I don't know, I might do one long, or and I will cut it then in pieces, or I do just an hour, and then I restrain myself to actually, yeah, let's say you guys are able to say I want a character. So we can name each of the mercenaries, and yeah, so here we go. They might die, just saying. But yeah, feel free to leave it down in the comments. Maybe which one you want and the name you want to have filled in. If it's your name, I would highly appreciate that. If it's a bullshit name, I will consider it, but no promises. Here we go. Yeah, and another thing, and it might be the one of the rare exclusives my couple of Patreons get. They have first pick. Okay, just so you know, and maybe I pick one as well. So here we go. Start. Let's start. Shall we start? Let's start. Oh my God, it's a new game, guys. It has been a while. Can change camera height during plus or minus keys. Okay, using. The last battle, it all went wrong. 2 days ago, the company was hired to track down Hogarth the Weasel and his band of raiders, but it was them who found you first. An ambush, some joke about horses, cut short by an arrow to the throat. Arrows shooting in from everywhere and nowhere. Men holler and scream, a great volume before death. What volume? As the hail subsides, you draw your weapon with the rest of the men, only to collapse to your knees. An arrow has punctured your side. You shout in pain. A hurried glance sees the men charge without you to make a valiant last stand, met in force as steel clashes with steel. You meet eyes with the captain, a last nod before his throat is cut. You are left in command now, of what few men remain. Trembling in pain, you lean on your sword, and with all the will you can muster, slowly rise again. To the end. What? Oh shit, okay. Okay, here we are. Okay, guys, this is the battlefield, or a battlefield. We have a lot of dead people. This is seemingly Hogarth the Weasel. He's already wounded and so on. But he has a white flag, that means he will run away. Those guys are kind of fine, confident, unharmed. So we maybe... yeah, so I guess we have to fight this, kind of a tutorial. So, and how that actually works is we can move, and it costs us, well, we can, what is it? Action points per turn is 9. We have 9 action points, and if we move, for example, that costs us 2 action points. If we wanna shoot with our crossbow, which is he is wearing a crossbow, that cost us 2 action points. I'm not sure. I saw the we have to reload, and I don't know how much action points that actually costs. And he has to do something. So let's shoot a bolt and let's check. It gives us 48 chance to hit and a 42 chance to hit. 48% doesn't seem too bad actually, and I do think we're gonna do that. Okay, we hit him good actually, and our reload costs, wow, 7. Wow, okay. That means we're gonna reload this turn. And then we have used all of his action points. Fatigue we will talk about later, fatigue, but each action and walking and whatever they do, it will cost fatigue. If it's full, I don't know what actually happens, but we will have a look at this later as well. So he's gonna reload. This is Hallstein. Sweet, I like the names, man. Hallstein has a two-handed axe. That means he can do very likely a lot of damage. His swings cost, well, 6 action points and builds up 15 fatigue. What is that? Round swing. Mow down all targets around you, foe and friend alike, with a reckless round swing. Not hard to evade because it's not aimed at anything, but you can devasting if it connects. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Friend of foe alike. So I'm gonna do a little caution here. So this would cost us 2. It's opponent's zone of control. Yeah, okay. There would be 2, and if we swing, that is 8. I guess we're just gonna do that. So we're actually going in. What is with the zone of control? Does that say anything to us? Maybe we just can't step in and we cannot hack, but yeah, I don't know that, and I guess we'll find out. So go to that place. So wait. Zone of control. Yeah, no, it's kind of fine. So we still have 7, and we might can hack or even do a round swing. Would actually like to see that. But inflicts 35 to, and this, yeah, 50 to 105. Yeah. Let's do that and hack. Let's hope he dies. He dies. Oh wow, yes, he dies. So, the Spearman. He can thrust. He can do a spear wall, which is quite good, what I have seen. And DasTactic, yeah, kind of failed to use it very good. But I will use that a lot actually, but it costs 4 action points and builds up 30 fatigue. So actually, if we do this for 2 turns, we can't do it a third time. Just, yeah, we have to keep that stuff in mind. So what is with him? I guess he has 9 action points as well, but we don't know what his actual um, actions cost, so we can't really predict. We can only know that we only thing we know is that he has to use 4 action points to get alone to us. But since he is only a dagger in his hand, I guess he will be able to do something. So I'm asking myself if we can just go to that place, or even that place. Wait, that cost 4. We have 9 and this cost 4. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go to this place. This will be 4 action points, and then we set up a spear wall. And you will maybe even immediately see what we can do with the spear wall. That's okay. Do that. And spear wall. Okay. Oh, he goes around, that sucker. Okay. As soon he goes in my zone of control in a spear wall, that would mean he gets repelled and might take damage. And that's a pretty mighty one, but the AI is not that stupid. So, back to Mr. Bolt Shooter. And he's have a 58% chance again. He is unharmed, but he looks like he has less of a aim. Well, that's a nice one. Can we step on the dead? Oh yeah, sure. Reload. That's fine. So we do the same again. It costs us 2, and then we hack. That might be already enough, I don't know for sure. If we hit? No, we didn't hit. Okay, so, yeah, I do think we're gonna move up, and then we're just gonna try to... If he goes around, so we don't have enough for this at the moment. I don't know actually why. Oh, because we are next to 1, so the AI has to actually go towards us into our zone of control. And if we are already into an enemy's zone of control, we can't set up the spear wall. So do we try to use knockback, or do we try to thrust him? We have 7, that cost us 4. We could do one thing, actually. I do think we're gonna thrust him. Nice, okay. This man is in trouble. I'm not sure what he can do, actually. He tried to hit us, that's kind of fine. So, can you move a bit? So, it's loaded. It cost us 2 to shoot. Yes. Thus we can maybe go for a better angle. Let's do that. Sweet. Okay, here we go. We can see here a little bit the XP they gained. If they got damaged, this guy got damaged, received 21 aimer damage, but this is actually just his aimer got is kinda little bit damaged. He dealt 73 damage at all and killed 1 guy. There's a loot tab as well. It's quite nice. Bloodshot Gambeson, that's not a bad one actually. I do think that's not a bad one. I'm not entirely sure. So we have a little bit of food, and yeah, got a dagger, got a butcher's cleaver. Always nice to have one of those. And yeah, but this thing is pretty much damaged. But we will see how that all turns out. We can repair stuff and all the shit. Yeah, so we will see. You are alive. You won. The adrenaline fades, and in its wake you can't help but sink back to the ground. Gritting your teeth, you snap the arrow's shaft. Your chest heavies, pain for breath. Everything blurs. The company has been devastated, oh my god. Cut down to but a few men. And that bastard Hoggart did justice to his name, fleeing like a weasel he is. What now, Captain? A voice says from behind. It's Hallstein, who sits down beside you, betting his bloodied eggs on his legs. You turn to him to reply, but before you can answer he continues. Bernard's dead. They slit his throat. He was a good man and a damn good leader, but all it took was one mistake. That makes you the new one in charge now, don't it? Gottfried joins the two of you, still breathing heavily, then Eberecht. Save the ceremony and anointments for another day. Let's give a man a good burial and return to a new week to collect our pay. The weasel's men are slain, after all. Besides, Captain, we ought to see to that wound before we lose you too. Wouldn't want to leave Gottfried in charge, right? So be it. So, yeah guys, here we go. This is actually the map. It kind of looks beautiful. The whole setting reminds me heavily on you know, the sound, the music. It's like a little bit the Banner Saga, which is incoming as well, but no haste, guys. Banner Saga is a classic. We can play that every time. And here as well. I mean, the big guys have already done their stuff on Battle Brothers, but yeah, you know, I'm always too late for that. But here we are. Let's have some fun. Yeah. So, kind of snoopy how that all turns out. We have to go to this place, return to Newwick to get paid. I'm not really sure if we can wander over there. I guess yes. And we have the spacebar to pause down. It is in the night, but we will have a look at our guys at the moment. So, militia spear, gambizon, and a wooden shield. Okay, we have this one now. What is it actually? Can we 33 of 70. What is this? This is 65 of 65. So that's kind of fine. All of them have something, I guess. Yeah. And you have 55 of 55. Well, still, I do think it's a worthwhile one, because it has 70 once it is repaired. I don't really know if we can. So this light crossbow, for example, we can. I do think we can repair it. It kind of seems like, that I'm not entirely sure. Sorry. What would it take, actually? No, seemingly not. It needs to be repaired or something. So, yeah. Okay, as I said, I'm playing this for the first time. I see what you see also for the first time. So, that's kind of fine. Do you have that? It's damage 15 to 25, and this is 15 to 35. I do think you would take the dagger instead of the knife as a secondary weapon. For the rest, it's kind of fine, actually. Where are we at here? 43 of 64. So this was basically the 21 damage he received. Yeah, so, and they are, dissatisfied. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, so all of these guys have character traits as well. So the background is he's a companion, so he's basically one of the first guys. He's sure footing, plus 5 melee defense. That's quite nice, actually. And his current state is dissatisfied. Lost most of the company. So yeah, here we go. But on the plus side, he won a battle. So that's something. Same goes for here, I guess. Dissatisfied, yes. Superstitious, -10 resolve at moral checks against fear, panic, or mind control effects. That's okay. There they are. Short-sighted, -1 vision. Okay, that's not that evil because he is actually seemingly seemingly he is a melee man, but we will see about that. And Gottfried has no traits so far. So we have to talk a little bit about this, but not that much. I mean, this is live, this is a body aimer. If you put that away, body aimer goes down, and all this, the usual stuff. This is their moral, is all not that important. Kind of want to have this stuff. And the stars, and that is something that might be important, is basically where they're good at, or where they, if they level up, get the most points in. You can level up all of this stuff, but where the stars are, it's worth the most. So actually we are kind of good here. He will have a shit ton of hit points and resolve. I don't know really. We might can read that later. I'm kind of eager to get a little bit rolling. He will be a very good melee skill man. So if we ever get this repaired, we will give him this one. We want to have him patched up in a good way, actually. What is this? 20, 50. And he has no cap. Okay. Just I'm just asking myself if we should give him actually this one and him. Oh my god, look at that. That haircut though. And he will, yeah, hide it, dude. And he will get the higher headscarf, just because he will do a lot with the spear wall, but he will be always yeah, vulnerable. So that is something. Yeah, guys, I guess, yeah, for the first look that shall be enough. Yeah, and then there are the perks they can use with their weapons and stuff like that. But yeah, here we go. So I have actually no clue. We can drag and drop, and it seems like we have to go to that place. I have to unpause. It just runs, I guess, if I unpause. Yes. So and I don't know how they move or... Okay, so we have to make sure that we have food, we have to make sure that we have tools and supplies, we have to make sure that we have enough ammunition and medical supplies. A couple of. So there are footprints. We are sorry. Display it must be what? What a sorry display. It must be for the onlookers as you arrive in Newick. 4 bloodied and beaten mercenaries down on their luck. It's actually just 3, isn't it? The man who hired the company days ago, Herman the Trademaster, no doubt expected you to return in a more glorious fashion. Still, he welcomes you in his house and offers bread and wine, while a servant fetches a healer. Few words are exchanged except for the occasional grunt and wheeze as an elderly man with shaky hands tends your wounds. A pin pierces your skin, the first of many stitches to come. You grit your teeth till you think you hear one break. Herman the Trademaster sits beside you and asks you took care of Hogarth. You shake your head. We killed his man, but the weevil eluded our blades in the end. The healer waves around a glowing fire poke, suggesting he wants to push it into your wound. You nod and he does so. For a moment, that's all there is. You're not a man, but a pinch of fire, flesh from flame, a golem of pain. Herman the Trademaster hands you a goblet of wine. You did well, sellsword. The brigands have been removed, though it is a shame that Hogarth's still alive. We expect to get paid for this. Well, naturally, 400 crowns, oh, gas, as agreed upon. He gestures toward a servant who rushes to your side with the pay in hand. I wonder, may I make use of your service one more time? I'd very much like to end the headache that is Hoggard once and for all. And I would pay you again, of course. Another 400 crowns, shall we say? Hallstein scoffs and turns to drink more wine, but Eberecht stands to speak. Yes, the company is in ruin, but we will rebuild it. Without the Turumii, oh, it's kind of cool to read that. Hallstein would drink the crowns away and end up begging on the streets. And Gottfried, by the gods, we all know he would go chasing the women folk until one stove is a rotted head in. We need the Turumi. It's all we have. Well, what say you, Captain? Hallstein burps and raises his cup to you. Gottfried playfully thumbs his nose and nods. Kill that bastard, Hoggard, or not. It's up to you, Captain. Yes, we have unfinished business with Hoggard. No, we will find our fortune elsewhere. I say we're gonna kill him. He killed our captain, we're gonna kill him. Herman the trade master claps his hands in satisfaction. Excellent. My little birds will need some time to find where Hoggard is hiding, his hide now. In the meantime, I'd suggest you see about stocking up on supplies so that you will be good and ready to end this when the time comes. I shall see you in a few days' time at the latest. As you leave Herman the trade master's house and stands on the outskirts of Newwick, Eberecht seeks a word with you. We need more men, Captain. I know I gave a big speech back there, but bravado won't do shite. We need more warm bodies in the ranks. Figure we find 3 good men, but them some decent weapons and dress them in the best armor we can afford. The man pauses to glance around. I bet this is Budungstown got a desperate peasant or two looking for a new life. Or we could travel to Koningshafen in the east. Them city folk aren't always as hardy as the country bumpkins, but we are more likely to find men with fighting experience stopping to rest there. That's what you shall do. Okay, so we are in Newwick now. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that. I'm with all the reading. It's not that much actually, but yeah, you know, this is all the game gives us at the moment, and I would like to just take it in. Yeah, A, because I don't know what we're up to, and B, yeah, it's kind of maybe important messages for us. Okay, we can have a harbor so that we can travel per ship. We have to pay for that. There's a marketplace. We can get some stuff, and here are a couple of guys we can hire. We have Ulferd the Weasel. That's not really... Oh wow, okay. We have Giselher though. Giselher seems to have a spear in his hand. We can a little bit look at their background. He's a peddler. Peddlers are not used to hard physical labor or warfare, but they do excel at haggling for good prizes. Okay, the Weasel doesn't sound really promising, but he's the cheapest one. Giselher. Vagabonds are used to long travels, but don't excel in anything in particular. So I guess, yeah, he would do more or less average. Wolfgang the Mad. Oh, that sounds good actually. And he's a vagabond as well. Both of those guys have spear in their hands. And he said we shall take 3 guys. So I guess we're just gonna take them all. We have a lot of money actually. Let's hire them all. So leave for now. I would like to know if we can repair stuff, and if yes, how we're gonna do that. So let's have a look at these guys first of all. So he's bright. He's good at melee, and I guess that's normal. They all have around 50, 50, 60, so 61 a couple. Okay, 65. What about their fatigue is quite nice. 104 is nice, 109 is nice as well, 100 it's actually better than all our guys. So that was not a bad decision. And what I thought was was a spear is actually a fucking knife. Okay, that's not good at all. But yeah, I guess it's kind of fine. So let's have a look. He shall be a good melee skill fighter, or he will be, more or less. He will be good at melee defense, maybe. He's quite a bit of initiative. They are both the vagabonds, aren't they? Yes, I do think so. And what is he good in? He might be a second range guy. 39. Let's check what the other guys have. 39. He would have a 43, 32, 49. Okay, it's still not that bad actually. So and they are actually they're kind of fine. They're in good spirit because they didn't suffer from the loss of their captain, because they just joined the mercenary company. So what do they have? There's a vagabond, bloodthirsty. All kills are fatalities. Wow, if the weapon allows. Okay, dude, welcome on board. Bright. This character has an easier time than most with grasping new concept and adapting to the situation. I do like Wolfgang the Mad. Good spirit and double grip. With a second hand free, this character can get a firm double grip on his weapon and inflicts additional damage. Okay, plus 25. That's quite nice actually. So what you got? Double grip as well. He's tiny. Being very short of height, this character is used to slip through. Plus 2 melee defense, plus 2 range defense, and minus 15% melee damage. Wow, that's quite a bit actually. You are Giselher? Yeah, you are Giselher. Pooh, okay. Well, we'll see about that. And this is Bleeder. Oh my god. This character is prone to bleeding and will do so longer than most others. Wow. Well, he might be good at haggling. That's maybe a good thing. So yeah, hand-to-hand attack, because he has no weapon at all. Okay, I say we give him, for now, we will go to the marketplace, but we will give him, for now, the Butcher Cleave, because he's Wolfgang the Mad, and he's bloodthirsty. What the fuck? And because of that, we're gonna give him, oh, it's actually 30 and 32, but yeah, I do think we're still gonna do it. Yeah, you just keep the knife, I guess. Maybe you get the leather tunic, and yeah, 25 only. Get yourself a knife, man. Puncture, yeah, okay. He does the same. Yeah, Wolfgang the Mad. I like Wolfgang, man. Okay, so perks are later. It's just a general thing, so to say. We have a look later there once we have leveled up. Yeah, so I guess kind of good so far. Let's have a look at the marketplace. So since we are playing on beginner, I guess we have quite a lot of money. So let's have a look. So maybe we're gonna give us a short bow. That is one thing. For the other guy, actually. Is that a quiver? No. This is a quiver. Yeah, so for the For the weasel, actually. I can't believe we're gonna kill a weasel and we have actually a weasel. It's unbelievable. So, and we still have a lot of money. That's a bit crazy. So I do think the main difficulty is actually that we have way more money in the begin. But yeah, it could be yeah, a misunderstanding on my side. But yeah, who knows? I would like to get that hatchet, and this is all pretty cheap as well. But we have a little bit. Thick tunic, 35. It's only 74 coinies. Let's do it. Let's get this one as well. It's 20 aimer for 26 coinies. That's nice. Wooden shield is really it's cheap. It's good. Let's do it. Yeah, I do think that's the major difference. We have a lot of supplies. We have food for 48 days, or use 14 provisions per day. Your 48 will last 3 more days. Okay, that's interesting. Thus we're gonna get us dried fish, I guess. Let's do it. Maybe even 2, and then we have 2 and 2. Let's do it. Don't really use that. Is this something we use? Yes. On point is repaired. Repairing all your equipment will take 13 hours and requires 4 tools. You can carry 200 units at most. Okay, so we leave it as it is. We will see about the rest. Let's see that we equip new. Is there something for you, sir? I doubt it. We said you, the weasel, Ulfred the weasel, will get this one. That means this one is your secondary weapon, and you get the quiver. You don't really need one of those. 35. All of them are better than 35. I do think so. Yeah, by far. Thus, melee man, Wolfgang the Mad. It will be better than 35, but it isn't. I kind of wonder why we can't repair that. They said it will take time to repair it, but how do we repair it? I have no clue, to be honest. Anyway, so you keep that. That means you get the 35 one, and you actually will get it more or less decent one, at least a little bit better what you have at the moment. We don't want to give these guys caps, because sometimes they reduce the vision actually. So what is this? 20 to 35, and this is 25 to 40. So get yourself one of those. You're gonna get the hatchet. This is 30, this is 20. Yeah, Giselher, give me your hut. Oh, he has a hut. He has a hut. Okay, that means actually we have wasted a bit of money, because you will get that. 30, and does it do anything? Oh, alt. We can wait. Let me just check something. Left click alt. Set item to be repaired. Right click. What? Alt, right click? No. I don't really understand. Place item in the bag. Alt. Oh, so, okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, this stuff gets repaired when this sign is there. Ah, yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So it's just over time then. Oh, okay, okay. Got it. But that means you're more or less well equipped. You can get a wooden shield. Why not? You get the buckler. Why not? Because you're basically a melee man as well. You have a knife, and I guess we will give our man this one. Just start to repair the shit. We're gonna repair everything more or less. If it's broken, repair it, I guess. There's not much broken anymore, which is not repaired. That's quite nice, I like that. Okay. We have a couple of knives and stuff. Okay. And this is a little another thing, is we can put guys in the first row and guys in the second row. So that might be important later on. I would like to check something, and that is if we can get maybe another spear, which is not the case, I do think. No, a bundle of javelins, that's kinda cool. We can stun people with that as well, it's kinda interesting. But I do think that's it so far. We have 6 people, they are more or less good equipped, yeah. So I'm kinda looking forward to see what's happening. Visit Koningshaven, east of Newick. Buy weapons and armor for your man. Koningsfeste or Koningshaven? Koningshaven, okay. Then we would do that. I have no clue. Yeah, this is how we do that. Can we... Center camera, here we go. Yeah, guys. Wow. Wow, this is already that long. I guess, yeah, we will call it here for now. It's gonna get dark, by the way. Can we actually lock camera on these guys? Yes. And yeah. So guys, I'm excited actually. Along the way, we will read that out actually in the next episode. And yeah, guys, remember you can if you wanna be a character, just let me know in the comments down below. As I said, I don't know, maybe I will record on, I guess I will record on, but at a certain point, you can always put it in the comments. And I will not record on for forever and forever, thus at a certain point I will put your names in. If your wish character is still there, but yeah, you will see. Or you can just say, I want to be an archer, or I want to be a melee guy, or I want to be a spear guy, or something like this. Just, yeah, let me know. I'm kind of excited to go ahead, guys. This, by the way, is made by Menumoruth, quite fellow Twitch viewer. And yeah, check out his Twitch channel. I guess I will link him down below as well. He's a nice guy. So guys, and I thought this fits way better than the usual purple one. So yeah, guys, hope you liked it. Like, comment, and subscribe. And wherever you are, have a nice one. Goodbye.